60th anniversary of the studio tour. Here is our master of ceremonies, the host of The Tonight Show, Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Fallon. Welcome aboard the world's famous studio tour. I know what you're thinking. Why the tux? Well, we're celebrating our 60th anniversary. That's right, 60 years of glitz, glamour, and our own great white shark. As we celebrate our diamond anniversary today, we'll pay tribute to Universal's past and take you behind the scenes to discover why this studio tour is world famous. So whether this is your first visit or your 60th, get ready for fun, excitement, and an experience like no other.
On March 15, 1915, our founder Carl Lemley invited the public into the studio to watch silent movies being made. Guests could walk from set to set and marvel at the new technology involved in filmmaking. With the invention of sound and the need for quiet on the set, the original walking tour ended. In the 1960s, under the leadership of company chairman Lou Wasserman and executive Al Dorskin and Jay Stein, the idea of reviving the tour of the studio started the Great White Bus Tours, originating in Hollywood, and made stops at our gate. On July 15, 1964, the first of our red and white candy striped glamour trams at 67 passengers on a 2-hour driving tour of the Universal lot, and the world-famous studio tour was born. We started with 2 drivers, 2 guides, and 1 ticket seller working out of a trailer on Lancashire Boulevard. From there, the studio tour expanded with fantastic one-of-a-kind Hollywood elements like the rock slide and the burning house, which were in this area of the lot back in the 1970s. And today, you're on board one of our newest version of the tour vehicle, the electric tram. As we continue our commitment to creating zero emissions on the studio fleet, electric trams get their power from wireless inductive charging pads, just like the ones on your cell phone, but only much larger. And just like an electric car, we have regenerative braking. Every time we go downhill like now, we're creating a charge. We're no strangers to innovation when it comes to our tour vehicles. We started with the glamour trams in 1964. In 1983, we upgraded to super trams, allowing us to carry more guests and experience more thrills. And in the 2000s, we added onboard video, turning the tram into a movie theater on wheels. Well, folks, we start the tour by heading on to the front lot, and we're about to go in between the studio and the theme park. Coming up on your right, you'll see Super Nintendo World, home to Mario and Luigi, the stars of our biggest film of 2023, the Super Mario Brothers movie. This is also where studio guests once had a chance to explore facets of Hollywood not accessible to the public before 1964. And coming up on your left, you'll see our sound stages. Sound stages are big warehouse-like buildings. Productions build sets and they film in them. They provide a very controlled environment. Once all the doors are closed, they're around 98% soundproof. These sound stages on the lot have been used for recent productions, including Universal's 11th Best Picture Oscar Award winner, Oppenheimer, and the 3rd season of the Peacock series Bel Air. To tell us more, here are our next guests for the 60th anniversary, the stars of Bel Air, Jabari Banks and Ollie Charlatan.
We're leaving the theme park behind and entering the front lot where real Hollywood magic is made. How? Well, inside the sound stages that surrounds us, we can create any kind of environment for screen minutes.
For the past 60 years, studio tour visitors have driven right by these buildings, and inside these walls, the sets from your favorite TV shows and movies have transported audiences anywhere the imagination can take you. Even to a palatial mansion in Bel Air.
When we film Bel Air, we love coming out of the sound stages and seeing the trams filled with excited guests as they drive by.
So, keep an eye out.
You never know who
or what.
We'll see you on the studio tour.
Bel Air uses sound stages 7, 8, and soundstage 14 on your left. Soundstage 14 is the second largest soundstage at Universal. It's almost 20,000 square feet. It's been used for many movies as well, including Ron Howard's Apollo 13. That's where the Mission Control Center set was. It was used for another Ron Howard movie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey. And Jurassic Park fans, Soundstage 14 was used for the first Jurassic Park. Several scenes from that movie were filmed in Soundstage 14 on your left, including the scene where the Bronchiosaurus sneezes on Lex. But currently, Bel Air's in Soundstage 14. Bel Air is part of NBC Universal's long TV history. It goes back to 1939 when the World's Fair opening ceremony broadcasts. Here's a few more examples of NBC TV over the years. Celebrity sighting, everyone on your right. Wave hello to the minions. Hi. These sound stages on your right used for lots of TV sub-shows that are filmed on your right, include The Jeffersons, Coach, One Day at a Time, Martin, that starred Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell, Parenthood, and Never Have I Ever. But folks, we have another celebrity sighting. If you have a drink, please raise it to your left to toast the man of the hour, Mr. Theodore Cloverlang of Ted and Ted 2. Cheers, Ted. Woo, happy 60th. Oh, we drink the same brand. Beer. Here's a sneak peek of Ted's new event series streaming on Peacock.
Hi everyone, Seth MacFarlane here, and I'm excited to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at my Peacock original event series, TED. It's a prequel series set in 1993. And that means our skilled craftspeople had to build a high school, a house, and even recreate downtown Boston as it looked back in the day, using exterior sets and facades you're about to see on the tour. But I should warn you, TED is intended for mature audiences only. So grown-ups, tell the kids to go in the other room before you watch. Oh, come on!
On your left, you'll see these bungalows. These are production bungalows. They're offices to people behind some of your favorite movies and TV shows, like Mark Black Productions. Bungalow 5162 on your left. They're adapting the hit Broadway musical Wicked to the big screen. The first part of the Wicked movie will come out later this year, November 27, 2024. And coming up on your left, you'll see Bungalow 5195. It was once out for discounts. It is now the De Laurentiis Company's. The De Laurentiis Company's movie Firestarter stars Zac Efron as the dad of the title character. Can you believe that? Zac Efron's playing dads now. On your left, some of our newer sound stages currently being used for Lopez versus Lopez and St. Dennis. These sound stages were first used in 2016 for Hairspray Live. The location of these sound stages is very convenient for Hairspray Live, because they had sets on the backlot, on the metro sets that were right across the street. So during the broadcast, they were able to quickly run across the street to the backlot and the metro sets.
We're about to cross the imaginary boundary onto the back lot, where we have exterior sets for many outdoor scenes. Over the last 60 years, studio tour guests have seen these locations turned into big cities, wide suburbs, even that guy's hometown. Yeah, that guy. For countless movies and TV shows. This is Universal's Metro Sets.
The metro sets are the largest exterior sets at Universal Studios, around 4 acres large, and can stand up for any city, big or small. Big like Chicago for the Blues Brothers, London for Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, and small cities like Macomb, Alabama for To Kill a Mockingbird, Rutherford Falls for Rutherford Falls, and most famously, the metro sets played Hill Valley for Back to the Future. And we are on the road where Marty McFly sped down to reach 88 miles per hour to get back to the future. And we're on our way to Courthouse Square. And to tell you more about Courthouse Square, here's star of Back to the Future, Leah Thompson, and one of the producers, writers, and creators of Back to the Future, Mr. Bob Gale.
Welcome to the Courthouse Square. These sets were used to create Hill Valley in the Back to the Future films.
And they represented multiple time periods, 1985, 1955, and the far, far distant future, 2015. To this day, this is one of the most popular sets on the Universal Studio Tour.
We had a lot of fun making those films here on the lot. I wonder what it'd be like to go back to those days. If only we had a time machine.
Hey everybody, do you think we can get this tram up to 88 miles per hour? See you in the future.
Welcome everyone to the famous Courthouse Square. And coming up on your right, in front of the famous courthouse, is Doc Brown himself and his time machine. Great Scott, Doc! How's it going? I think we're doing great.
Any questions out there? Right there. How do I go back to the future with lightning? Very simple question. It's the same 1.21 gigawatts of electricity needed in 1955 when you don't have plutonium. See, plutonium is a nuclear reactor, kind of complicated, but lightning and plutonium are pretty much the same thing.
Oh, good to know, Doc. Let's not disrupt the space-time continuum. We have to continue on our tour. Take care,
yes.
Doc.
Please don't do that. Bye-bye.
Courthouse Square still has many of the facades that were built in the 1940s. The rest of our metro sets are considerably newer, redesigned, and rebuilt in 2008. Before that, this area of the metro sets was home to a Studio Tour classic. Here's one of the stars of Universal's 2005 version of King Kong, Jack Black, to tell you about it.
And self-action. Did you know the Metro sets were once the home to Hollywood's biggest star? Right here is where the original Studio Tour King Kong attraction resided from 1986 until 2008. He stood 30 feet tall and weighed in at 13,000 pounds. Over the years, millions of guests got to meet King Kong face to face as he shook the tram. So close you could feel his hot banana breath.
I think for me, it would be tram 1.
Is that it? I think that's my last line, and then the tram moves on to the next thing.
Yes, sir, Mr. Black. And the next thing we are going to visit is Skull Island itself.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to do it. I saw that video on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I went to I like that. Kong does that, and you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from prehistoric times.
Hi, everybody.
So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Star
What's it cool? We got to be Doc Brown. That's awesome.
Now we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just put them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
As we head to Skull Island, I'd like to remind everyone to please remain seated. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times, and hold on to all your belongings, especially if you're on the outside of the tram. Skull Island will get bumpy. And please don't flash photography. The inhabitants of Skull Island really don't like flash photography. your 3D glasses and hold on to them. We'll tell you when to put them back on. Again, hold on to them. You might hop out of the tram, so you don't want to lose these. And leave them off, they make for terrible sunglasses. What you just experienced was projected on some of the world's largest 3D projection screens. Those screens stand at 40 feet tall and are 180 feet wide. Peter Jackson, director Peter Jackson, collaborated with WinFX, so visual effects company, to bring all of this to life. WinFX has won many Academy Awards for their work on many movies over the years, and they won their 7th Oscar for working on Avatar: The Way of Water. WinFX has also done visual effects for the Lord of the Rings trilogies, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and the HBO series The Last of Us. Now, coming up on your right, you're going to see 2 classics of the studio tour. Coming up on your right, you're going to see the runaway train and the collapsing bridge. The collapsing bridge was a mechanical effect that the trams used to cross. The hydraulic support beams used would split and the bridge would seem to collapse. The runaway train was originally located in our western sets. It used to hurtle towards the tram and come to a screeching halt. Both of these water effects were made for the studio tour over 15 years ago.
Each generation has its favorite moments and memories, whether it's the rock slide or the ice tunnel. Who didn't like that tunnel?
Well, one thing that hasn't changed has been families sharing one-of-a-kind behind-the-scenes adventure together.
How about picture car?
Oh, that would be great.
There you go.
Yes, picture cars are any vehicle you see on screen. They don't have to be a car. It can be a helicopter, a boat, a tram. And Universal Studios has such a massive picture car collection. We have a few Universal picture cars to show you in person. You'll see them on your left. We're going to start off with a 1932 Ford Deuce Coupe from American Graffiti. Picture cars are a great way for production to set a time and place. Like if you want to go to the far distant future of 2015, you can with these picture cars from Back to the Future Part 2. If you want to go to the Stone Age, you yabba dabba can do with the world's first hybrid vehicles from the Flintstones. Harry Potter fans, we have a Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It's one of 17 Ford Anglias used for the Whopping Willow scene. Jordan Peele fans, we have the Fry's Electronics van from Nope and the Crawdaddy from Us. And yes, that is the gyrosphere from Jurassic World. The gyrosphere features advanced technology not yet available to the public in a picture car. The Jurassic World, Jurassic Park franchises love to do that with picture cars, feature advanced technology. It's a tradition that started with the very first Jurassic Park with those self-driving Ford Explorers. And oh my goodness, it looks like we're heading into the Jurassic Forest. In a few moments, you're going to see picture cars used in the original Jurassic Park trilogy. Dinosaurs are here in Universal, and they've been a part of our tour for 3 decades. And I'm excited to tell you that the new era of the franchise begins July 2nd, 2025 with Jurassic World 4. Here's Chris to tell you more.
So for many years, this part of the studio tour was the greens department, where we keep real plants and trees that can be used as set dressings for TV shows and movies. Nowadays, it's where you can see many of the set pieces used in the Jurassic and trees. Just like the dinosaurs around. At least, I don't think the dinosaurs are real. Actually, there might be a few real ones around here, so just be on the lookout.
We are now heading to another classic on the backlot. To tell you more is today's show co-host and weather anchor Al Roker.
Time for my favorite part of the tour, weather. When it comes to film and TV, it is truly a special effect. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debut our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1916.
And what is lightning and thunder without a little rain? At Universal Studios Hollywood, we use only the most advanced, most expensive rain-making technology available in the business. We call them sprinklers. Very high-tech, very expensive. We put the sprinklers on top of buildings, along the tree line, shoot the water out, and gravity brings it back down. But again, this is very expensive technology, so we only have the budget to make it rain on your left. Don't look at your right, don't you dare. It's bone dry, we can afford it. Keep looking on your left for the rain. Oh no, too much rain. It's a flash flood. Take cover. Flow for her music video for Judas. Look it up online. Lady Gaga stood in the middle of that flash flood in 8-inch heels, which is impressive, because I could only do it in 6. We have now said adios to Old Mexico. We're about to say howdy to the Old West. Welcome to 6 Points, some of the most historic still standing sets on the backlot, first constructed by Carl Laemmle and Universal for the silent film era. And more recently, you can see 6 Points in Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. About 1/3 of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was filmed here on the streets of 6 Points. You might notice that the doors here at 6 Points are different sizes. Some are smaller, some are taller. That is not a mistake. That is a filmmaking trick. They would put Western stars like John Wayne in front of the small doors and shoot them at an angle that made them look taller. It really helped their egos. John Wayne needed it. As we leave the Wild West behind, on your left you'll see some of our newer sound stages, including sound stages 30 and 31, which they use for The Voice. The judges this season are Chance the Rapper, John Legend, our first judging duo Dan and Shay, and a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. The iconic Reba McEntire is a judge on The Voice. On your left, you'll see a big body of water. This is the Hollywood Ocean. Inspired by the classic film, we added the party in the Red Seas from the 10 Commandments. The star of the movie, Charlton Heston, made an appearance to plug the waters for our guests. There have also been exploding water mines, torpedoes, and pop submarines as a part of the action in the lake.
Tell them they can walk on water. It's part of the tour.
The Hollywood Ocean was once home to the creature from the Black Lagoon. The creature of the Black Lagoon is celebrating its 70th anniversary this year, 2024. It is part of Universal's long history with monster movies that made Universal popular from the 1920s to the 1950s. Many of those first monster movies were filmed here in Little Europe. And for many seasons, Little Europe played the afterlife for the NBC comedy The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Good Place fans, some parts of the Good Place are still in Little Europe. You have the all chocolate everything shop still here, and coming up as we go up the hill on your left, the yogurt shop you see on your screen has been restored to how it looked in the Good Place, just as it is in the clip.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
doesn't sound awesome.
The Good Place stars Kristen Bell, William Jackson Harper, Manny Jacinto, Jamila Jamil, and the eternally hilarious Ted Danson. If you're a fan of the Princess Diaries movies, Olivia played Genovia for the Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement. Next time you visit Genovia, you should try the pears and cheese. I hear they're delicious. Speaking of royalty, Olivia was in the 90s TV musical classic Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella that starred Brandy Norwood, Whitney Houston, and Disney's first Filipino Disney prince, Paulo Montalban. Some other movies that have used Little Europe throughout the years include the Billy Crystal comedy City Slickers, where it played Spain, and Disney's The Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, where it played Port Royal and Tortuga. But all the way back in 1929, Little Europe played Germany for All Quiet on the Western Front. All Quiet on the Western Front, very important for Universal Studios because it was Universal's very first Academy Award for Best Picture. Since then, Universal has won many Academy Awards for Best Picture, including wins for The Sting that starred Paul Newman and Robert Redford, Schindler's List that was directed by Steven Spielberg, and most recently, last month, Universal took home yet another Best Picture Oscar, this time for Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. That was Universal's 11th Academy Award for Best Picture. Not only has Universal won Academy Awards for Best Picture, they've also won a few statues for some stellar performances.
I'm bad. I'm not bad, no. I'm rotten.
Oh my goodness, folks. I'm so excited to announce that we are going to visit Stage 50. It has been down, as some of you have been known, for over a year. The Earthquake, the classic Earthquake attraction, used to be located here. Unfortunately, Earthquake is no more. It is now for real, a real working movie set. There's currently a production in here right now. As we visit South Stage 50, please remain seated, keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times, and hold on to all your belongings. We don't want to leave any presents for the crew when they return to work tomorrow morning. But look at all this new equipment here at the director's chair. You can see little sneak peek about what they're filming. They're filming like a heist movie. There's at the ticket booth over there, there's a bag of money. Now, our visit to South Stage 50 is a great way to segue into art direction. Art direction is a very, very important part of filmmaking. It really sets the tone for a movie, whether you want to go to ancient Egypt like it's okay. If you live in LA, you know what this is. This is tour, I want to remind everyone the studio is private property. And if at any time during the tour you drop your phone, or you need to use the restroom, pull the red cord to get my attention, and I'll be back to help. But please remain seated. I don't know about y'all, but I was a bit shaken from earthquake. I need a break. And it's a really warm day, so why don't we have a trip to the beach on Amity Island from Jaws? Yes, I know. They had a shark problem recently, but they just caught the shark. My good friend George helped catch the shark. The mayor was so excited, he reopened the beach when George brought that shark back to shore. So let's go. Please remain seated. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times, and hold on to all your belongings as we now have a relaxing beach day at Amity Island. There it is. There's the shark. But my friend George, who helped catch the shark, he's a great guy. He's scuba diving in the water right now, just in case there's another shark. But I don't think there's anything to. Oh no. You hear that music? That means there's another shark. We need to warn George on the count of 3. Shout George! 1, 2, 3. George! George! Get back in the boat, George! Get back in the boat! That's Fanta. George wants to pack Fanta on his side. Let's go to 24 and hide our guests behind these massive barrels of gasoline. I'm so excited about it, friend. I apologize. Despite popular belief, Jaws is not a great white shark. Get a good look at Jaws on board. Once you get a good look, you'll see it's not a great white. You'll see it's a plastic shark. You're with me for 20 more minutes. Bear with me. Keep an eye on Jaws. Look, it's so talented. It's the only shark in the world that can do the backstroke. Now, our shark here works very well for us. Unlike the sharks in the original production of Jaws, those sharks broke down constantly, delaying production by over 100 days, so much that Universal had to push the release date back for Jaws, originally from a winter release to a summer release, which at the time in 1975 was very unheard of. Not many people saw movies in the summer. Those sharks caused so many headaches for poor Steven Spielberg and the cast and crew of the original Jaws.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited.
The shark worked well enough. For a while there, it had things the whole time. So I did own the shark a lot.
Despite all the production troubles those pesky sharks caused when Jaws was finally released in summer 1975, it became the world's first summer blockbuster, started the whole summer movie trend we enjoy to this day, and of course Jaws made Steven Spielberg a household name. As we leave the coast behind, we're entering the more residential area of the backlot. On your right, you'll see the Chicken Ranch, first building used for the best rural whorehouse in Texas that starred Dolly Parton. The Chicken Ranch is the type of set we call in production a practical set. They can film up inside and outside like it's a real house. But its neighbor, as we go up the hill, you'll see it's only partially a house. The Chicken Ranch's neighbor is another type of set we call a facade. Facade is French for false front. You only have to build what the camera sees. Here's more of the Chicken Ranch watch on screen. Folks, we are currently on the longest road on the backlot. It is Steven Spielberg Drive, of course. Steven Spielberg and Universal Studios have had a long history together. Even before he started directing for Universal, he used to sneak onto the backlot as a teenager.
When I was about, I don't know, 16 years old, I began hanging out at Universal during my summers. I went to college nearby. I'd come on the lot and try to become a director. Universal Tour is my birthplace. This is a place I consider my first home. And I love it here. And I keep coming back.
At the end of Steven Spielberg Road, we are now going to enter one of the sets for one of Steven's many movies. Welcome everyone to the airplane crash set from Steven Spielberg and Paramount Pictures' 2005 movie, War of the Worlds. On your right, you will see a full-size decommissioned 747 from the 70s. It was purchased by Steven Spielberg and Paramount Pictures from an airplane graveyard. It was chopped up into sections, put on flatbed trucks, and brought here to the back lot, where it has stayed since used for many productions since. Here's Steven Spielberg and production designer Rick Carter to tell you more about this massive set.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven.
It's like, yeah, you sit down and talk about War of the Worlds. But what if the same for a friend goes down the right next to you? Because it's just something you don't see. You're doing good. You're doing good. Close your eyes, okay? Stand close. Let me get in. Get in.
As we leave the airplane crash set, on your right you'll see a highlight that has been on the studio tour since 1964. This is the home of Norman Bates from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Yes, I know. We are on the second floor. I've been telling her to moisturize. He sits by the window all day. At least put on some sunscreen, girl. And up next is our official scale replica of LA's most iconic landmark, the Hollywood sign. As we are celebrating our 60th anniversary, the Hollywood sign is celebrating its centennial. This is a scale model. The letters on your right are 10 feet tall, and the original letters on the other side of the hill are 45 feet tall. few decades of the studio tour, one of our hallmarks was a visit to Prop Plaza, where guests disembark for once-in-a-lifetime photos and to interact with characters, vehicles, and props from their favorite productions. Well, guess what? Just in time for our 60th anniversary, we brought that opportunity back. Now, remember, folks, this is a limited stop. When you're ready to continue your tour, simply follow the signs. You'll be boarding a different tram with a brand new studio guide. And remember, gather up all your personal belongings and your 3D glasses. Don't leave your 3D glasses behind. You'll need them when you return on the tram and resume the tour.
Someone was telling me that this is an actual studio tour tram or glamour tram from back in the day. Let's see if I get a wider angle. They got some chairs so you could get some cool photo ops with everybody. I'll go on the other side and show you the inside of it. But this is what people used to ride 60 years ago. It says right here like what movies they were from. Eddie's World Season 3, Episode 2. What is this? Going for the Goldstein. Just a big shopping cart. But here they have one photo op, and this is the Bates Motel section. And then at this back corner is where you could take a Hollywood sign photo. So you could have that in the backdrop. Let's see. Get it through. And Norman, I think, yeah, Norman's still out there. I think he takes pictures with people too, so. So this is something very different from the regular studio tour. You're not able to get off on the studio tour. It's kind of really like a VIP thing. But now for the 60th anniversary, which starts the 26th of April, this is the experience you'll get. This is just an annual pass holder preview that they're doing right now. Whoa! No! Don't do it!
Is she not feeling well?
She usually is, but I've been mostly doing all the chores myself today, so it's been a little cumbersome.
Do you have any vacancies?
Oh, we have plenty. We're actually just getting ready to take care of cabin number 1. We have a guest who's just getting ready to check out.
Oh.
Is that the cabin you were thinking of? Shower, soft beds, and stationary for the Bates Motel. In case you want to make your friends back home feel envious.
How are the rooms here?
They're quite
They're great.
More importantly, the beds are soft and they're the most comfortable night's sleep you will ever have. Unfortunately, I don't serve food. I mean, I have a small kitchen up at the house, but if you like a real good burger, you can actually head to a nice diner about 10 miles up the road before you hit Fairvale. We've got really good burgers. All I can do are toasted cheese sandwiches. And otherwise, hopefully come back in a few hours. Take good care.
We have a King Kong photo op. I'll show you what it looks like when I get up there. Fired up. I think This is the Jaws one right here. If you scan that one with your phone. I hope this comes to the theme park and just stays here forever. Because, like, dude, when you see the size of this thing, I have to go in the white. Look at that. Hey, fired up. Yeah. Do it again, do it again.
Special guest of our 60th anniversary is one of our newer directors here on the backlot. It's Mr. Jordan Peele.
I remember going to Universal Studios when I was 12 years old, feeling this feeling of wonder. You know, one of my first trips at Universal Studios, seeing the Jaws ride. One of my favorite movies of all time. Just feeling like, that's him. That's the Jaws. Like, I don't even know if that is the Jaws.
We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. Keep talking to us, Jordan Peele.
I hope it is. Sharing a space with Hitchcock and Spielberg, I couldn't be more proud.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Why? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, gold rush frontier town, lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the UFO hotspot. Welcome to the world of no.
Yeah, that's gonna be a note from me. I think we should get out before something bad happens to us, such as insert Jordan Peele's next film here. Alright, you guys, we are heading towards a part of the studio where we once had an attraction called the Doom Glacier Expedition, better known as the Ice Tunnel. The Ice Tunnel was featured in an episode of $6 Million Man starring Lee Majors and Andre the Giant as Bigfoot. The tram would climb an imaginary elevation of 12,000 feet, and the only way back to the theme park was through the Ice Tunnel, where the slightest sound could trigger an and it always did, causing the walls to spin and guests to tilt along with the Hollywood special effect. But ever since then, it seems like we built this strange garage that we are driving into. And I seem to be getting an incoming transmission. Hello?
Bring the tunnel
Who
back.
is this? Yeah, I can patch you in, but who is it?
My name is Roman Pierce.
Oh!
Pleased to meet you. Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you in Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot.
All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. And where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Bill?
That's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the business.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate. Sure traced us. Ops can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle. It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Alright, you guys, the time has come to put on those 3D glasses. Things are about to get a little fast, and maybe even a little furious.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Roman, Letty, hook him up. Now we're moving.
Dad, look out! You can be the witness to it when we call it a day! The witness is mine, Letty!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Call it the applause!
Way to go, Letty. Don't run another missile shot. Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this. Roman, don't shoot. Head on the bridge. Under construction. Everybody hold on. Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
Fast and Furious Supercharged!
Yeah, I don't want to supercharged to ever go away. It's that good.
Hope you guys had a blast. And I have one final message from our co-host, Jimmy Fallon.
Over the past last 6 decades, the studio tour has taken guests on an amazing behind-the-scenes look at a movie studio in a way that only Universal can. I hope that you had a great time today, and on behalf of everyone at NBC Universal, thank you for joining us to celebrate our diamond anniversary. Here's to another 60 years.
Thank you for celebrating 60 years of the studio tour with us. For 6 decades, we've given you an insider look into Hollywood, from TV's first golden age to our current era of streaming and binge watching your favorite shows. As movies get bigger on the big screen, we've given you exclusive access to ride the movies. No matter how much entertainment changes or how we experience it, we will be here at the studio tour to show you how it's done. I'd like to acknowledge all the studio tour ambassadors, drivers, studio guides throughout the history who have helped to make the studio tour world famous, from our first 4 guides and our drivers to the hundreds of team members who support the tour today. To our past members, that's all of you, thank you for being today. And make sure you download the Universal Studios Hollywood app. That's where you'll find information including today's park hours, wait times, and mobile food ordering and more. Can I get a round of applause for our incredible driver, Anthony? I know you guys only had it at the very end, but he deserves an applause. And as for me, if you had a good time in this last little bit of the tour, my name's Maria. This was the world famous studio tour 60th anniversary edition. And if you didn't, it's on me, Mario. This was all Super Nintendo World. Yeah, the shark was actually Toad. I know it's a little confusing. Now, on behalf of Anthony, myself, and everybody here at Universal Studios Hollywood, we hope you've enjoyed this exclusive behind-the-scenes experience that's been 60 years in the making. And as we say here in Hollywood, that is a wrap.